Hey guys, so it's springtime already, but it's still a little chilly, so I decided to make a video on how to make an infinity scarf. Yay! So this one's pretty lightweight actually, and it's kind of lacy, but it's super easy to make. So can't wait to show you guys. And as you can see, kind of see-through. So it's not too heavy, but it's not too light either. Okay, so we're going to start off with our materials needed. Basically, we need 300 yards of yarn, as well as any size hook, and this project is worked in multiples of 6 plus 1. We're going to start off with our slip knot. Very simple. Wrap our yarn around 2 fingers. And we're going to pull that yarn through the loop. And then we're going to pull the yarn again to tighten. Moving on to row 1, where we are going to chain 61. To make a chain, you simply wrap your yarn over your hook and then pull through. Mind you, the loop on the hook does not count as a chain. And once we've completed our row of chains, we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So what does this mean? This means that the loop does not count as a chain. So we're going to count down 2, which I did, and I'm just going to single crochet. Next, we're going to skip 2 chains, 1 and 2. And we're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next chain. So what does this mean? To be exact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over, pull through, so I have 3 loops on my hook, pull through 2, yarn over again, and pull through another 2. Then I'm going to chain 1, so I'm going to yarn over and pull through. And then in that same chain, I'm going to do another double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, pull through, pull through 2, and pull through another 2. Once again, I'm going to chain 1. And in that same chain, I'm going to do another double crochet. There we go. And this is pretty much the basic pattern that we're going to be following for the rest of this video. Pretty easy and simple. So next I'm going to single crochet into the next chain, and I'm just going to follow this pattern. So, as you can see here in slow motion, single crocheting into that next chain, then I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to do my double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into that same chain. So all the double crochet chain 1s are in the exact same chain. And mind you, we only chain 1 twice. There's no chain 1 after our last or third double crochet. So just take a second here to watch what I'm doing, because it's the same thing throughout the entire pattern, and I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, so if you get to the end of your row and you find that you have extra chains, that's no problem. If you have 2 or 3 extra chains, all you have to do is just skip right ahead to that last chain and single crochet. Now you have to end your row in a single crochet. And once you've single crocheted, you have completed your first row. How pretty! And we can move on to rows 2 to 26, oh my! Where at the beginning of each row, we're going to chain 2. So, I am chaining 2, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to turn my work. Now, I don't know if you guys see this, but there's a middle double crochet where my right thumb is, and then where my left thumb is, that's the single crochet. So in that middle crochet, you're going to be doing single crochets. And in that single crochet, you're going to be doing your 3 double crochets. Hope this makes sense. It should make sense. So first we're going to single crochet into the middle double crochet of the previous row. So here in slow motion, I am single crocheting into the middle double crochet. Now this is essentially skipping 2 stitches. If that's a simpler way of saying it for you, then fine. I just find that it's much easier for people to understand if I just say middle double crochet. So I've single crocheted into the middle double crochet, and next I'm going to do my double crochet chain 1s in the single crochet from the previous row. So right where my left thumb is, you see, is the single crochet from the previous row. And that's where I'm going to work my double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into. So we have double crochet, chain 1, I'm working another double crochet into that same stitch, chain 1, and then I'm going to work my last double crochet into that stitch. And I'm just going to repeat this pattern throughout the entire row. So it looks pretty cool there. Not too tight, but not too loose as well. And moving on, once again, I'm finding the middle double crochet from the previous row, and I'm going to work 1 single crochet into that stitch. There I am working a single crochet into that stitch. Then I'm going to skip 2 stitches or go over to my single crochet from the previous row, and I'm going to work my double crochet blah 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 into that stitch. Remember that all your double crochet chain 1s are in the exact same stitch. You are not working several double crochets into several different stitches. You are working 3 double crochets into the same exact stitch, which is the single crochet from the previous row. So as your row progresses, it's going to start to look like this. It's very pretty. And here I am finishing up row 2. Now, I want you guys to pay close attention to when you reach the end of rows, because it's so easy to miss that last single crochet. But what is very important to understand is that at the end of each row, you will be completing a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So don't forget that last single crochet, because it is very important and vital to the sexiness of your infinity scarf. So I'm working my last double crochet. Bam. Chain 2, like we do at the beginning of each row, and I'm going to turn my work. Right now I'm just going to skip right ahead to the end of row 3, where again I'm doing the exact same thing I've been doing for the entire row, which is single crocheting into that middle double crochet. There we go. And once again, I'm paying close attention to the end of my row, because it is super easy to miss that last single crochet. But if you ever get lost, just know that you should be ending your rows with your double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. I know it's a lot to say. And as you progress through your piece, you're going to start to notice that it looks super pretty. And as you can see in row 6, I'm doing the exact same thing that I did in row 4, and row 5, and row 3, and row 2. Okay, I'm too excited about that, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how easy this is. It may look kind of complicated, but it's really not, so long as you follow the directions. So I'm just going to fast forward 20 rows later to the end of my piece where the sun is shining bright. Hallelujah, we are finally finished. I'm just going to finish up this row. Again, this is row 26. You can do more than 26 rows, you can do less than 26 rows. Honestly, it depends on your preference. And I'm paying close attention to the end of my row, as I know that it is so easy to miss that last single crochet. But once again, I am doing my double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So once you're finished with your last double crochet ever in this piece, you're going to chain 1, and we are ready to finish off. Now, when we finish off, we're going to keep our hook in the loop, and we're just going to pull out a really, really long piece of string. Now we're going to take our rusty scissors, hopefully your scissors look better than mine, and we're just going to cut. Now you want to make sure that your string is long enough to weave in and out throughout the width of your piece. Okay, so now that I've got my piece, I'm going to fold it over like a hamburger. Yep, a hamburger, not a hot dog. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that really long piece that I cut, and I'm going to weave it in and out of both sides. So fold like a hamburger and weave those ends. And I'm going to weave that first side about 3/4 of the way through, and then I'm going to take my string from the other side that I started with, and I'm going to weave that as well. And I'm going to weave that until it meets the other string. Once my strings are practically together, I'm going to take them and I'm just going to tie a knot. Then I'm going to take my rusty scissors once again, and I'm just going to cut. And then I'm going to fold my work inside out, or better yet, outside in, right side in, whatever you want to call it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.